So welcome everyone to Chef Shelley's Kitchen, and guess who we have back? Really 1 year ago. It was Thanksgiving last year that you did the cornbread stuffing, Dad. And so I promised our guests that you would come back and at least do, you've got a couple that you're going to do for us, but we're going to do sweet potato pie today. But I want to know, before we get started, you have been an internet sensation. I want to know how that feels. Believe it or not, this one episode, as of, again, a year ago, had over 10,000 views. And that wasn't me watching it over and over. 10,000 views just on this one episode. How does that make you feel?
Good. Very good.
Feels good? Yeah. I mean, everyone's been saying, hey, let Howard get his own show. So you've taken over the show. But I think that's pretty amazing. And as I've said in the past, you know, a lot of what I've learned about how to cook comes from my dad. So we're going to start. And so Dad, I think I'm going to start with putting the pie shells in the oven, and we're going to poke them around. So first of all, we use just a traditional size pie crust, not the deep dish.
Right.
So that's 9 inches. And so you want me to poke the holes in here?
Right.
You want to talk me through that? Just kind of.
Just keep poking around.
Okay. And why do we poke the holes in the pie crust?
So the pie crust won't swell up.
Okay. So we're just using a regular fork and just sticking it really on the sides, and I'll lift one up. Just poking around all the sides, and just on each one. And you're going to use 2, right? Yes. We're going to use, our recipe calls for 2 pies. So I'm just going to continue. A little easier to do with it down flat. And then, Dad, I'm going to put this in the oven. We've already turned the oven up to 350. Right. It's ready. So I'm going to put this in, and then we'll get started. So while I'm doing this, do you want to tell them what we're going to do with the sweet potatoes?
Right. You're going to get 4 sweet potatoes, 2 pies, this side. Cook them until they get nice and soft. Then you want to peel, which I already got peeled.
Yeah, so we've already peeled, for sake of time, 3 of them, and now he's going to kind of show you how you peel the rest. That's pretty nice. These are pretty too.
Make sure you get all the dark spots out of them.
Okay.
You're going to explain to them about how you cut
so
that?
what I'm doing here, and I'll take them out so you can see, that's a really good point, is we've taken the potatoes and I basically just slice them like so, and you can put that, that's great. Then what I'll do is I'll just slice that one.
Right.
So all I'm doing here is just slicing it, and we're slicing it for the purpose of what, Dad?
So you want to have strings in it. Some potatoes have long strings. This way you get rid of the string.
Awesome. Okay, so I've sliced the other ones already. And do you want me to start mashing here?
Right.
Let me start. So we've got a potato masher. Okay, it's looking good.
Pretty.
Pretty, that's right.
Nice
Not
color.
looking good, that's right. It's a deep orange color, so it looks really good. All right.
See how the strings are cut in half?
Yeah,
Right.
yep, the strings are cut in half. You know, I had never done that before, so that's a new lesson for me on how to do this. Okay, so is that mashed pretty well enough?
Show them how it's mashed.
Okay, so nice and mashed, like mashed potatoes. That's what it is, mashed potato, just a sweet potato. Okay, what's next?
Add the ingredient.
Okay, what are we adding?
A teaspoonful of butter.
Okay, and this
Gotta have butter with a sweet potato.
Yes, and this is melted butter. Okay. What's next?
2 teaspoonfuls of milk, which I didn't measure, but I can guess that.
And this is evaporated milk.
Right.
So you can get them in fat-free, which will make it a little healthier. But 2 teaspoons, you said.
Right. You don't want to put too much so to make it get juicy.
Yeah, don't want it mushy. Okay.
Right.
What's next? Did you want me to start stirring while you're doing that, or wait?
Nope.
Okay. Want to beat that? Okay, these are 2 eggs we're going to beat, and you can go while I'm beating.
2 teaspoonfuls of vanilla extract.
Okay. And also I put the lemon in there as well.
Okay.
So I mixed it.
And 1 spoonful of vanilla extract.
Okay.
1 spoonful of nutmeg.
Okay.
2 spoonfuls of cinnamon.
Yes. Okay. And then I know what we usually do is we taste it also, because sometimes you have to add a little bit more. So we have the cinnamon and nutmeg still on the side because we might want to mix it.
You want to get it exactly right. Okay,
Ready for
2
the
eggs.
2 eggs beat. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Now you can start stirring
Start
that a little bit.
Okay. All right. All right, stirring this around like so. So this is definitely one of those traditional favorites. We're going to have it for Thanksgiving, but it's also something that I usually make around Christmas time. So this episode will actually run around Christmas time for those interested in having it at that time.
Okay, now time for the sugar.
All right.
A cup of sugar. You got to have a cup of sugar.
Okay. And why a cup of sugar? Why is that so important?
That help bring it together.
Okay.
Won't be juicy like the sugar is so full of the moisture.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, awesome.
And you got to have sugar to make a sweet potato taste good.
Okay. All right. Mixing this up really well. You're going to taste it.
Oh yeah.
Once I get it mixed well. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to let you go on and continue this. I'm going to go look at the pie crust.
Right.
Okay? So we're going to work as a team.
Right. And this should look nice and smooth. Very nice.
That still has a little bit further to go.
And I'm going to taste it just for myself.
And taste with a finger.
Right. Very good.
Doesn't need anything?
A little bit more cinnamon.
That's nutmeg.
A little bit more cinnamon.
Okay. A little bit more cinnamon. Looks good. And
You can't go wrong with the cinnamon.
That's true. And this is one of those things, like I tell them oftentimes when they're doing salt and pepper, you know, you have to adjust it to your taste, right?
Exactly.
So this is one of those things that we're saying, start with this amount, and depending upon how you like it to taste, you might add a little more. Probably not less, but you may add a little more. Always start with less because you can always add.
Right.
How did those potatoes look? They turned out really well.
Yeah, beautiful. This is nice.
It's pretty.
Now we're waiting for the pie crust.
Okay, so let me take another look at the pie crust. Okay. And I'm going to say they're not quite ready yet. So why don't we do this? We're going to, we'll just kind of cut for now. We'll let the pie crust catch up with us because I thought it would be ready by now. And then once they're ready, we want to show them how they look. And then we're ready to put the batter inside of the pie crust. Sounds good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so we had these in. It came out to about 10 minutes. And again, it all depends upon your oven. Sometimes your oven cooks a little faster, a little slower, right?
Right.
That happens. But let me just kind of show you what it looks like. So just to get an idea. So it's not, you're not cooking it all the way through, but it's that you're trying to take out some of the moisture. And why is it important, Dad, to take out the moisture before you put the potatoes in there?
Well, any pie shouldn't have no wet bottom, moist bottom. So you want to dry the bottom out.
Okay.
And the rest of the brine while the pie is cooking.
Got it. So it's not like it's totally done, but it's almost done because
Right.
it's going on top.
Get rid of some of that moisture.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to put them in. You're going to spoon in the potato,
Right.
sweet potato
Now
mixture.
we're going to start putting it in.
Okay.
We're going to split this up.
Okay. And we'll show them a picture, and here I'll move this over for you. Looks totally delicious. Smells good too.
You want to push this around, not pat it around.
Okay. Hopefully we can see that on the screen. I'll lift it up as well.
You don't want to smooth it out. You want to leave
Yeah.
it kind of sitting up like custard. When
Okay.
it get hot, it's going to come together.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So you make it so it still looks a little lumpy, clumpy like.
Right, but the heat going to take care of it.
Okay,
The heat
awesome.
going to take care of that. You don't want to, a lot of people take it smooth it out like that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No, you don't want that. Let the heat
Okay.
smooth out. It's going to smooth out.
Okay. All right, got a little bit left here. Looks good. These are definitely family favorite. I'll be honest with you, my mom, when she was living, she had a version of sweet potato pie, and then Dad had a version of sweet potato pie, and I did prefer Dad's sweet potato pie. Now, Mom could throw down on some good Italian dishes. When
right.
That baked ziti, she takes that to Smithville, and
Right.
oh my God, everybody has to have the baked ziti.
Right.
But the sweet potato pie, I gotta give it to you. You made that sweet potato pie. As the Southerners said, you put your foot in it.
Right. It look kind of rough down there,
Uh-huh.
but the temperature gonna make it smooth
Smooth out. Okay. All right. So these are not too hot. I can lift it up so you can kind of see what he's saying on both of these. All right. So we've got the oven set on 350. We're going to put it now in the oven. And how long are we going to keep it in the oven?
To look nice, and you can tell by when it brown a little bit and get together and the crust come together nice and tan.
Okay.
Then it's done.
Then it's done. Okay,
Yep.
so not for very long. We're going to go on and time it. When we come back, we'll let you know how long it took. But the chef said when it's brown and looks good. So
Right.
that's how you have to go by it.
Right.
And we'll give you an estimate on time. I had one person who said, look, I'm a millennial. I need specific measurements. So we'll try to give you a little bit of both, okay? So we're going to be right back after this has had a chance to bake, and we'll show you the end product, okay? Okay, we're back. We've had them in the oven now. Really, it was about 45 minutes, you know, when I timed it, and at 350 degrees. And again, we always say, people's ovens vary, right? Sometimes it might be a little less, a little more. But your test for determining if it was ready was, what were your words?
The color.
The color.
And the texture of it.
And the texture. So
Right.
I'm going to go on and lift up one of them. It's been out of the oven now for a couple of minutes now, so it's not so hot. But hopefully you can see that when you talk about the texture. Did you want to kind of point out the texture, Dan?
Right. See how it's really nice.
Really nice.
See how I didn't smooth it out or nothing. Just leave it like it is.
It's nice, and the crust is kind of a nice little brown color, light brown, not too dark. I am pretty excited about having some of these pies.
Right.
For dinner or for dessert after our Thanksgiving dinner. How do you feel about them overall?
I feel good about it.
Feel good?
Yep, smell real nice.
Smells good, looks good. Now we have the last test is what?
Taste it.
Tastes good. All right, you guys. Dad, thanks again for coming. I know this is going to be another sensation. Do you think this is going to pass the stuffing? 10,000? You think it's going to be more than 10,000 views?
I don't know about that, but it's going to be very good.
Okay, you guys take care. Bye-bye, everyone.